Are you an aspiring teacher in Florida? Whether you're just starting your study journey or looking for some last-minute tips, you're in the right place. I'm Sandra Matthews, and I have a doctoral degree in education, and I am an FTCE test prep expert with Study.com. The FTCE Exceptional Student Education K-12 Test Code 061 is a certification exam designed to assess the knowledge and skills of educators who want to teach students with disabilities in Florida. Let's unpack everything you need to know about this exam, including some sample questions to help you prepare. The FTCE Exceptional Student Education K-12 exam is a multiple-choice computer-based test and is designed to assess your knowledge and skills in a variety of areas related to teaching students with disabilities. The test contains 80 items with a time limit of 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete the test. The entire test measures 8 competencies required of teacher for students with exceptionalities. It's so important to know what to expect in the test. So let's take a look at the test composition. 23% of the test measures knowledge of foundations of exceptional student education. 13% tests for knowledge of assessment and evaluation. The third competency, knowledge of instructional practices in exceptional student education, is 21% of the test, while the competency, knowledge of positive behavioral interventions and supports, is 12% of the exam. Knowledge of multiple literacies and communication skills make up another 21% of the test, while the final competency, knowledge of the transition process, is 10% of the test items. Since the test is composed of multiple choice questions with possible answers labeled A to D, expect the format to vary. Aside from selecting the best answer to a question, some of the multiple choice questions may ask you to complete a statement with the best answer option. Other questions may also ask you to analyze a problem, setting, or case study and give the best course of action by selecting the best answer option. My second test-taking tip is to read questions carefully so that you can answer exactly what the question requires. Another tip related to reading questions carefully is to look for key instruction words. Read the question carefully, looking for the key words that request a specific take on the answer. These words include analyze, describe, explain, identify, compare, and contrast. Now that you know how much of each competency is tested in the Exceptional Student Education K-12 exam, let's dive right into each of the test competencies. Knowledge of foundations of exceptional student education refers to an understanding of the historical development, philosophical underpinnings, and legal framework of special education. Teachers with this competency are knowledgeable about the key legislation and regulations that govern the education of students with disabilities, and they understand the principles of inclusion and individualized education programs, or IEPs. The second competency is knowledge of assessment and evaluation. It tests your understanding of the various methods used to assess the progress and needs of students with disabilities. Teachers with this competency are knowledgeable of standardized assessments, classroom-based assessments, and the importance of using culturally and linguistically appropriate assessment tools. Educators with this competency can identify their strengths and weaknesses, monitor students' progress, and provide appropriate instruction. Knowledge of instructional practices in exceptional student education is the third exam competency. Teachers who possess this competency understand the various teaching strategies and techniques that are effective for students with disabilities. This includes knowledge of IEPs, differentiated instruction, and evidence-based practices that can be used to support the learning of students with diverse needs. Competency number 4 is knowledge of positive behavioral interventions and supports. A teacher with this competency possesses an understanding of the various strategies and techniques that can be used to address challenging behaviors in students with disabilities. This includes knowledge of positive reinforcement, behavior modification, and other evidence-based practices that can help students develop appropriate behaviors and improve their overall academic and social success. Knowledge of multiple literacies and communication skills is the 5th competency in the FTCE Exceptional Student Education K-12 exam. Teachers with this competency understand various forms of literacy and communication that are important for students with disabilities. This includes knowledge of reading, writing, speaking, listening, and technology-based communication skills. The 6th and last competency is knowledge of the transition process. Teachers with this competency understand the steps involved in helping students with disabilities transition from school to adulthood. This includes knowledge of individualized transition plans, or ITPs, vocational rehabilitation services, and other support that can help students prepare for post-secondary education, employment, and independent living. Now that we've covered all the subtests in the FTCE Exceptional Student Education K-12 exam, remember that we have videos that talk about each competency in greater detail, and that you're in good company when you choose to prep with Study.com, because 92% who have used this for their test prep have passed their exams. Need another study tip? My 4th tip is to manage what and how and when to study. Study.com's FTCE Exceptional Student Education K-12 Prep course is packed with flashcards, practice questions, videos, and lessons, and practice tests to help prepare you for test day and being your best. Yes, it might feel overwhelming to go through a comprehensive list of topics and practice tests, but Study.com also designed it to suggest areas that you need the most time on based on your practice tests, leaving no guesswork to what topics you should prioritize. Also remember to create a study schedule and stick to it. My last tip is to get as much practice material as you can. That's why Study.com is an ideal partner for your test prep. From understanding the Exceptional Student Education K-12 exam and its competencies to how to prepare effectively, remember, preparation is the key to success, and you've got this. Stay positive, keep practicing, and don't hesitate to reach out for support when you need it. If you find this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more educational content, and drop your questions in the comments below. And let us know once you ace this exam so we can celebrate together. Thanks for joining me today, and best of luck on your FTCE journey. Until next time, happy studying.